Hey everyone, it's Willie Ramon here at Ikan, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the 7902-A pedestal kit from E-Image. Alright, so here we have our pedestal kit. This kit is the EI-7903-A, and it's an air-controlled pedestal that is brought to us by E-Image. Now what we're going to do today, we are going to talk about each part of this pedestal. We're going to break it down, starting from the bottom, work our way up, and we're going to talk about all the features that this kit has. So we will go ahead and start with this dolly. Now this dolly here is the EI-7005. Now this dolly is designed to be really strong and robust. This dolly actually has a payload of 220 pounds. Now, of course, you're not going to put 200 pounds on this because you have different payloads on the sticks and the head, but 220 pounds just shows you that this dolly is sure made to be robust, strong, and it's really going to support anything that you throw on top of it. Now this dolly has a footprint of 100 centimeters in diameter, and it also comes with 3 wheels that are all 4 inches wide, and each wheel also has a foot lock that you can use to lock down your pedestal in place. Simple system. Right now we have this wheel locked. We step on it to unlock it, step on it again to lock it. So very simple, straightforward, but this allows you to open up your pedestal system, move it around in the studio, wherever you may need it, lock it down, secure it in place. Okay, so working our way up, the next thing we are going to talk about is the AT-7902 pedestal itself. Now this pedestal, as you can see down below, it actually straps into the dolly system. You have this rubber strap here, and the pedestal fits right into the groove of the dolly. And each leg has its own spot. Now all you have to do is line it up, mount it in place, pull the rubber strap over it, and that keeps it securely tied to the dolly itself. The pedestal also comes with a mid-level spreader in between the legs that attaches to the center column. That's just going to improve stability. And moving up forward, you will see on top here is where we have our actual pedestal system. Now this piece here will adjust in height. It's air pressure controlled, and the entire system will move up or down, and you can adjust the height depending on where you need to place your camera. Now right now we have it locked in place, but as you can see here on the side, there is a lock system that keeps the pedestal securely down in its bottom resting position. This other knob here will allow you to open up and make those adjustments. So to show you how it works, first we will take this knob here, open it up. Now when we turn that and open it, we can now make adjustments. This last safety lever here is going to keep it in place until we're ready to slide it up. Now in order to push this pedestal up, we first have to open this, and to do that we will push the system down. Once we do that, this lever becomes disengaged and the pedestal begins to rise. So that is how you make some height adjustments. Now if you don't need it all the way to the top, you can position it towards the middle, lock it down in place, and you can place it according to where you need your system. Now, if you need to bring it all the way back down, you can simply open it back up, grab the pedestal, push it all the way down until it clicks, locks back into place, and secure it with this knob. So there you go. Those are the adjustments that you can make on this pedestal system. Now finally, moving on to our final piece of the kit, we have our 7103H fluid video head. Now this head has a max payload of 33 pounds, which is equivalent to 15 kilograms. So you can really throw on some nice heavy rigs on there. And it has a 100 millimeter bowl that matches with the 100 millimeter bowl on the pedestal. Now some of the features that this head has is, of course, you have your pan, you have your tilt, but what you also have is you have a pan drag adjustment that will range between 0 and 3 steps. And you have a tilt adjustment that will do the same. As you can see right now, we are very fluid, we're very open because we have the pan drag set to 0. Once we move it up to 1, 2, or 3, the pressure will adjust, and now we're not so free. We have a little more drag on the pan. And the same works for the tilt. I have it set up right now on 0. I adjust it. We can adjust 1, 2, or 3. Right now I have it on 3, and as you can see, we have a much slower drag. Now, this will be adjusted according to your operating style, your operating needs, your preference, and it gives you that flexibility to make those adjustments quickly with these quick pan adjust knobs. Now, the next thing that I will show you is that we also have a counterbalance system here. Now, later on in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a PT3500 Ikan teleprompter. We are going to mount it on this head, and I'm going to show you how to use the counterbalance system and how to balance your camera rig on top of this pedestal. So we will do that later on. What we have here is we have a tripod plate here that is 60 millimeters wide, gives you a nice wide base, and it can be adjusted forward or back, and you have a range of about 100 millimeters to make some balance adjustments to your rig. So you have that flexibility there. And finally, what I want to show you is I'm going to show you the tilt angle that this head is capable of doing. Now, when you tilt this head forward, you can actually tilt it a full 90 degrees. So we can literally point this head straight to the ground. Now, when we tilt back, we don't have 90 degrees, but we can still get a good angle of 60 degrees here. So we have enough flexibility here to really cover a wide range of tilt. So one last thing to note is that you also have 2 pan bars, as you can see here, left and right, and they both can be adjusted in length according to your preferences. So that right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the EI-7903-A air-controlled pedestal kit from E-Image. Next up, what we are going to do is we are going to grab this PT3500 teleprompter kit from Ikan, and we're going to mount it on here, and I'm going to show you how to counterbalance a system like this. All right, so as you can see here, we have our teleprompter set up. We have our Ikan PT3500 with an old classic Canon XL1. So this is our teleprompter setup that we're going to use to demonstrate how to properly balance a teleprompter and how to use the counterbalance system that's located here on the back. Before we even get to the counterbalance system, we want to make sure that we are balanced up top here on the mounting plate. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lock everything down. I'm going to hold on to this rig, and what you'll notice is when I open up the tilt, this camera is falling back. It's clearly not balanced. It's a little too back heavy. We need to slide this setup forward a little bit to make sure that it's balanced. So what I'll do here is I will lock this back down, open up the quick release plate, push it forward slightly, lock it back down, and then see where I am in my balance. So we're getting there, we're getting close. We'll continue to push the teleprompter system forward. And there we have it. Looks like we're balanced pretty well there. So I will lock this back down into place. Now, even though our teleprompter system appears to be balanced, it's still not safe because, as you can see, if I start tilting up, the weight is going to carry over and force this teleprompter either forward or back down. And that can be dangerous. That means if you let go of this system, you're going to lose control of it. It's going to come crashing down. You might hurt yourself, or you might break some expensive gear. Now, we don't want that. What we need to do now is we need to go to the counterbalance system to make sure we prevent that from happening. So, turning this around, we will look at the counterbalance system. Now, right now, we have it set to 0, which means nothing's in effect. We have nothing turned on. We don't have any kind of counterbalance. That is why, when we open up the tilt, gravity takes over and pushes our rig either forward or back. So what we want to do here is we want to go step by step, adjusting until we find our counterbalance. Now you know you reached the right balance when you're able to tilt up and the camera will hold its position. You can also tilt down and the camera will hold its position. We're not there yet, so we're going to just keep going up until we reach that point. Now, I have found it at the 8th and final step there. And as you can see, when I tilt the camera up, we're locked in position. If I tilt the camera down, we're locked in that position. Now this is a properly balanced rig. Now you want this because you want to have that ability to point the camera in any direction and you want to have it sit there. You don't want to have to fight the video head to keep a position. Now that's going to help your shots be a lot more stable, a lot steadier, and a lot safer as well. And that is the EI-7903-A air-controlled pedestal kit from E-Image. Now if you're looking for any more information or have any more questions, just looking for anything else, you can visit us at icancorp.com. My name is Julio Ramon. Thank you for watching.